Hey everyone, what's up? Hope you're doing well. Today, a new update came out for Shop Titans, so just thought I would take a couple of minutes to go through the patch notes and sort of the effects in game. It's not a huge amount of changes, it's 6.1, but there is a couple pretty major things actually in terms of changes with gameplay and the way that investments are going to work going forward with guilds, especially in terms of Town Hall and some cool stuff. So let's check out patch notes and then I'll show you as much as I can in game. So let's do it. So here is patch note 6.1. So blossoms. We added a new full moon recipe blossoms, one for each type of magical seed. These special items can raise the maximum amount of seeds a hero can consume. Very cool. So let's jump in game here and check it out. There we go. So these are our three different types of blossoms. Looks like there's 10 seeds, tier 5 or better epic item, and 5 of the most rare or most valuable moonstones, and that'll turn it into a blossom. Sounds like when you use a blossom on a hero, it increases the amount that amount of seeds that hero can hold, which is really cool. So adding one blossom will add 5 more seeds that it can carry of that specific type. So really cool. That's awesome. I think it'll be interesting to see what happens because this is pretty late game. Like, obviously, if you've got 40 seeds on every single hero, that's a ton of seeds. Some super late game players will be able to take advantage of this, but I mean, for the most part, 8 blossoms per, so that's 80 seeds to max out even one type of seed for one hero. So that's a lot, but also I guess it encourages you to specialize and say, if this specific hero needs more health, then I'm going to throw everything possible at it to increase its health. So some champions may need that more than others, we'll put it that way. So that's pretty cool. Next thing is hotkeys. This is huge. We've been wanting this for a long time. Of course, it's only on Steam, but very cool. It's both with letters and numbers. I've been playing around with it quite a bit, and I think it's really intuitive. It makes sense. 7946130, or with letters, then it's QE. It's SF for some reason. I'm assuming because they wanted small talk to be S. I think it would make more sense if it was QEADQC or ZC instead of QESFZC, because you have to like move over, so it doesn't really make sense. But I think the numbers is genius. I mean, I'm sure a lot of laptops and stuff don't have a number pad, but at least we have hotkeys now. I don't think they're changeable as far as I know, but still really cool. So this is the most major one, and that is rebalancing Town Hall. So basically what they say here is that Town Hall was one of the weird buildings that could only go up to level 17, and so because of that, it ended up being super expensive to get maximum number of players in your guild and all that kind of stuff. So they've switched it around. So let's jump in game and we'll talk about that. So here's our town hall here. It's level 15. This just went up a couple of levels, which is crazy. And so now at level 17 Town Hall, you can have max players, 20 players, instead of level 20 Town Hall. So it makes it 3 levels easier to have a max Town Hall, which is incredible, because then that means that you have more players in your guild earlier, which means leveling up the rest of the buildings will become substantially easier because it's divided between more players. So this is actually a massive buff to the guild system in game, which is really exciting, really cool. Now, in terms of what they've done with level 18, 19, 20 for Town Hall, they've now made it so that when you go to your bounties here, and we're at level 5 here, now it goes to level 11, level 12, level 13 with the new guild bonuses with the higher level Town Hall, which means at max you can get to 1350 renown in a week at a higher level guild rather than only 1,000. The trophies is at 750, so it's actually really cool now. Higher level guilds with a higher level Town Hall can get even more renown than a lower level guild, which means that they're going to be able to get perks faster than usual. So that's really cool, really nice change, both for lower level guilds and higher level guilds. Makes progressing in game and getting higher level buildings much easier. So very cool, super happy with that, and I think a lot of players will be. It'll be interesting to start too, though, because a lot of players or a lot of guilds will be looking for players now. So I saw earlier World Chat is just running down with people looking for new players, which of course is pretty natural. So it might be a little cutthroat out there for a little while, but it is really cool in terms of allowing guilds to progress a lot faster, which is awesome. Couple of balance changes, reduce overall fusion time for quality fusions, which is really nice because they were extremely long there. And so I don't know exactly how much that it's sped up, but that's really nice. Now Moondra's Spirit Effect will apply to mini bosses, and I think in here you can see Moondra's Spirit Effect as well. So at least it's now visual rather than you can't even click on it, which is really nice. Also, before the experience was the same whether you crafted an epic item or a superior item. It didn't matter. It was the same all the way around. But now experience goes up or down depending on quality. So that's really nice as well. A couple changes with basement as well. So let's check that out. If you go over to basement, you can now click on the trapdoor to open up the basement menu. So that's really nice. You don't have to go through design basement. And so that has become a lot more functional now. I'm wondering what it'll be when you actually upgrade something, if it'll be easier to access it. But anyway, really cool. Nice change to the functionality of the basement there as well. And in the crafting menu here, you can go back and forth to the fusion menu with this little button right here instead of going and clicking here. So if you're in the craft menu and you decide to make some stuff and then you want to go over here and then make something else, right, then you can kind of go back and forth, which is really nice. Next pretty major change is that caprices for item lines with the same resource types are now less likely to appear together, which is amazing. And this is something that we've wanted since the very start of Caprice. At the beginning, and since it started, essentially quite often you'd have like an hour period of time where it would be all the same resource type. And it was so annoying because you'd have 3 different types of items, but they all stone items or all wood items or whatever. And then you can only craft it like a quarter capacity essentially, and it's for an entire hour. You're super slow with Caprice, and so this makes it so that that's much better, which is amazing. They changed a little bit of the graphics as well for how the crafting shows up. So now this button looks different, and now there's just 2 tabs here with the different moonstones and runestones, and then I think in the inventory there's just one with all of the stones there as well. So makes that a lot more functional instead of it being in this menu. So that's really nice. Or maybe it wasn't in that menu. It was in this menu, in the component menu. So now it's got its own tab, which makes it, of course, a whole lot cleaner, which is nice. Another thing with Caprice is that moonstones have been added as a potential thing that the king is asking for, which is amazing. Before he was only asking for runestones, but now he can ask for moonstones. So really nice. Lots of bug fixes and stuff in there as well, but those are the main things I wanted to touch on. Hopefully all that stuff makes sense. If you have questions or anything else, feel free to message me. If you haven't yet, join our Discord. We'd love that. Come hang out, make some friends, chat with people, game together. That'd be great. And that's it for now. Have a good one. Thanks so much for watching. Talk to y'all soon. Peace out.